Wala bafethu shapuzethi last number last stage to the coolest. Hlezi ngisho ngithi vebe ithabanga studios ayikho la the coolest akekho la. That means there's something wrong oyenzayo. So fandak share around ngayemi Trent. We got an invite from Mampeule Foundation where they are hosting an exclusive social session with the Qatari delegations ahead of the 2025 G20 Summit. Ezobe khona ngaye Johannesburg. So thina masikhona yasikilethela zona sashisa. So vaya nami ngivaye nawe sivaye nethabanga studios sibone ukuthi sikhiba boma wathi.
This event being hosted by the Mampeule Foundation and its patrons, Mr. and Mrs. Mampeule, is honored to welcome the delegation from the Qatar Investment Authority and Qatar and all of you. This, of course, on the occasion of the 4th Qatar Africa Business Forum happening tomorrow and Wednesday on the sidelines of the G20. The QABF began in 2022 as an annual event that seeks to foster business and investment partnerships between Qatar and not only South Africa, but countries across the continent. The Mampeule Foundation is a leading not-for-profit organization, founding donor of the Global Surgery Foundation, and committed to global health, rural development, and education, and many other objectives. And I've known Rali for a long time. Him and, well, I should say me and his older brother are very good friends. We go back years and years. I see another one of the trio that we grew up together, if you like. And I must say, standing here, I'm so proud of you and what you've done. I mean, it's just amazing. You have a whole foundation. And, I'm always, strongly believe that if much is given to you, you should also give back as much as possible and lift others. So congratulations for this. And I want to see the Mampeule Foundation going from strength to strength. Tonight's gathering, obviously hosted by the foundation, is in partnership with Brand South Africa. The objective is to convene leaders from Qatar and South Africa to foster dialogue and collaboration, and to strengthen economic and business ties. All of us look forward to the proceedings in the next 2 days, where we hope that ties between Qatar and South Africa, as well as the rest of the continent, can be strengthened. So thank you very much to all of you for accepting this invitation. And I'm directing my comments to you now. As the patrons of the Mampeule Foundation, I do hope that this will be the first of many such gatherings. Thank you very much, and shukran to our Qatar visitors. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My wife and I, Makentse, we welcome you. And I think I've tried to put a mix of both Africa and some Qatarian stuff. So the sandals say, let's go Qatar. Go Qatar. I think our friends, when they come here, you'll see they'll be wearing some of this thing. But regular overseas, yes. But thank you, everyone who's made it this evening to join us as the Mampeule Foundation, with our guests that we're hosting from Qatar. There's a lot of people that Ausi Swazi mentioned that if you were not mentioned as a VIP, so there's a lot of people. I mean, I'm seeing, obviously, our host here, actually, who's the host of this place is Steve. And Steve will join us just now as well from Balwin, who have built this beautiful villa and apartment and have done a lot of developments in the country, and I think he'll talk more about it. He'll be joining us as well. Steve and his wife, thank you for really joining us as well. I also want to say to my friend Rob Hezoff, who's joined us also from Cape Town, thank you. And also Dion, who's one of our business partners. I see a lot of people here. I see people from First Rand Bank. Obviously, the Deputy President and the President of the EFF and the Member of Parliament, Vuyani, are here as well, and they've already been acknowledged. So I'm not passing that. And a lot of other people. I see the Chairman of Makentse here as well. You're welcome, sir. And any other people that have been here. I mean, I also see the CEO of UNISA Enterprise. You know, we also have a professor from the University of Pretoria who will later on quickly tell us about some of the things that we're working on as the foundation in helping how we can solve the issue of starting to work on the issue of cancer. You'll be very amazed that black people in the world, also in the continent, there's no sample or example of how we can be able to heal cancer for ourselves. So if there's any medication or anything that you need to do with cancer, there's no sample for black people. And I didn't know this. So she'll tell us, I don't want to be a professor, she'll tell us more about that. And this is the next thing that we're looking at doing and wanting support from some of the people that are here. And Richard, who's also from Green Riders. Richard, so some of you are coming from Cape Town, know Green Riders. They are the people that are busy doing the Uber deliveries, and they're going to be creating about 50,000 jobs for young South Africans. Our South African people, sometimes they struggle to get in a scooter because we didn't grow like that. So as we travel the continent, we go to Tanzania, Kenya, and other places, people are at the back of a motorbike, but South Africans are not. So Richard came up with a plan to have electric bikes to be able to teach our South African people to ride, and as they graduate, then we get them into the scooter, because the people that are delivering our pizzas today, some of them are from outside. And by the way, we're not xenophobic. I love Africa. You can see I'm wearing Africa, and I don't want to sound like some of the white guys that will say, I've got black friends. But I am for the continent, and I do believe that the continent must be one. But at the end of the day, we do need to look after our people in the country. So thank you very much. If there's anyone that I've left as well, apologies, but we'll also introduce each other. So we're not going to make the event to be too formal. You'll meet the different people that are here tonight. There's another breakaway villa downstairs, you know, if we need to go there for some people, for if they want to engage in the business. But let me today I'm speaking more than my wife. So I'm just going to ask you to quickly say something, and then we'll then move to the next one where Steve can then also welcome us.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A warm welcome to you all on this very cold, what is supposed to be a summer's night. We really thank you for embracing this invite. Today is a very special night. This is a social event, but we've had many smaller ones over the years. We've had an high tea that used to be mostly attended by ladies, and Rali will have other events. So today we really find a way to gather all spheres of the foundation in one room. So thank you very much. This foundation cannot grow by itself as much as it started by Rali and myself. It needs a community, and many people have touched this foundation. It has reached out to so many people. Global health has been one of the core things that this foundation does. We have been asked many times, why a global surgery foundation which is not based in South Africa? The best medicine, the best research is not here yet. But we wanted to be a catalyst to make sure that when it does reach this continent, because its founding donors are in South Africa, it touches this land first. We really look forward for the collaboration that we'll be having with Professor Georgie, which will be a great addition to the foundation. Like Rali said, she will come later and speak about it. We've also done a lot of work with giving bursaries to students. For many years, it wasn't only towards a certain sector. But over the years, we've decided that we need to make sure that it touches what we are passionate about. And so our bursary is now concentrated on master's students that are under alternative building solutions. So that has been great for us to have that collaboration with UJ. We have many ways that we've touched the community, and one of the latest ones is us funding development soccer in rural areas. With our sons that really, really love soccer, they play soccer in one of the best fields. They get to have the best equipment, and we know how that puts them at a better stage than those in the rural market. Not because they don't have talent, they have talent, but they are not able to be reached and seen by the right people. And we hope that this foundation will be able to help to put them in the forefront. So please do know that when you support this foundation, it is not just about Rali and Makentse, but it's the many lives that you are going to change. If you don't know what to do with yourself, or what you stand for, or what your purpose is, the littlest you can do is just show kindness. If you don't know how to do it, we are here to help you. So thank you very much to everyone that has come here. We thank all our friends. We thank all our family members. We thank everyone who started with us back in 2016. Thank you very much, and please do enjoy the rest of the evening.
Thank you very much. Well done. So we're going to welcome Steve to join us. Okay. Go ahead.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. The Mampeule Foundation, unbelievable. It's a great honor standing before you. I'm also the chairman of the Balwin Foundation, and I see a holding of hands between us for the future of this beautiful country. To the dignitaries that are here, I welcome you all. I was honored by the ANC to be a guest speaker at BRICS, and it was a great honor, and it's almost bigger, this honor is, for the Mampeule Foundation to stand before you. I come from a very humble background in KwaZulu-Natal, in Newcastle, which is very close to Madedeni and Osisweni. I'm nothing fancy. I'm a simple bricklayer that has worked extremely hard in this country. I'm very, very proud of this country. I'm very outspoken about what I'm doing in property in South Africa. I believe we are the future of good property in South Africa for underprivileged people, and we really have made a difference. I really think that this Munyaka, which is Crystal in Venda, which was in honor of our president who opened this event, Mr. Ramaphosa, he was very, very gracious, and he arrived here. And I remember his famous words, "Steve, you are a dreamer." I said, "Yes, Mr. President, I am a dreamer. I dream of South Africa. Day and night, I love this country." I've also been extremely passionate in South Africa about women in construction, and I see a great lot of ladies here tonight. And I'm very, very proud to see all you ladies in this foundation, and I believe women have a great space in construction in this country. 2 years ago, we went on another journey in Balwin. As I've said before, I'm the chairman of the foundation, and we decided to really go into sport. As you know, if you walked into the entrance here, the icon, the Honorable late Mr. Nelson Mandela, was a fantastic man in the history of this country, and he was very passionate about sport. He made many, many famous statements about sport, so we have decided to go into sport. We support running, which is an easy entry, soccer, which, as you know, we like to shayama ball bichan. Swimming, I made a commitment to our president that I would train 1,000 previously disadvantaged people to swim because we own this lagoon behind you. Thanks to Lisa, we're now on our second 1,000 of training people because I believe it's a life skill. And then just for something different, we've also done basketball and this new craze. I was speaking to a few guests outside here, and I know Mr. Hertzhoff owns a big paddle business. And we've decided to go into this bat and ball game. We have with us here tonight the #1 player in the country, Adam. We also have someone that's going to chase him very hard, very soon. He's the under-14 champion in South Africa, greatly mentored by Sebastian Broekman, who is our Dutch champion that runs our paddle business. So as you can see, we're not just builders. We try very hard to get involved in the community. And I'm very, very blessed to stand in front of you and see this fantastic new South Africa with all the up-and-coming people in this room. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I want to thank Rali and Makentse Mampeule for inviting us here this evening. But my job this evening is not to talk about my business, Green Riders, which the Mampeule Foundation has supported considerably over the years, and we're very grateful. It's a business where we're training thousands of young black South Africans to become entrepreneurs and have meaningful careers that are growing, and we're very grateful for your support. But it's actually to introduce Professor Georgie Messier, who's going to talk to you about the Mampeule Foundation's new initiative, which she will share with you in a moment. I've known Rali and Makentse for a long time, and I've witnessed firsthand the incredible philanthropic work that they've done over the years. You've heard tonight about being global donors of the Global Surgery Foundation. You've heard about the bursaries. You've heard about the Green Rider support. But you've also heard Makentse talk just now about her passion for surgery, her passion for medical reforms, and really wanting to place the African continent on the same level, or maybe even better in the future, than other countries worldwide. You know, it reminds me of a story of when the cell phone technology came to South Africa. What happened was we found that because we didn't have analog technology in Africa, cellular communication grew immensely and is now a first world way of communicating in Africa. But tonight, I want to talk a little bit about Georgie Messier, the professor, who's going to be talking to us about the Mampeule's latest vision. Tonight, they're going to unveil an initiative which is bold. It's the start of a new chapter to specifically benefit black South Africans and then black Africans through exciting medical and scientific collaboration. Now, Georgie, as she prefers to be called, is a remarkable professional. Not only is she a medical professor at the University of Pretoria, but she is also a highly experienced and practicing medical trauma doctor, as well as a scientific researcher with international credentials. She's also one of South Africa's most experienced aviation emergency doctors, and she's traveled widely through Africa over the years, leading patient rescue missions, including hoisting patients out of canyons with helicopters, a real modern-day G.I. Jane, should we say. She's also an accomplished speaker, radio personality, and author of numerous scientific papers, including collaboration with many institutions worldwide. However, tonight she's been asked by Rali and Makentse to share their vision for a new collaboration and hopefully a new institute for black precision African medicine, and she'll explain that all to us in a moment. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you to put your hands together to ask Georgie to come and share with us the new collaboration initiative that the Mampeule Foundation is doing with Professor Messier. Thank you, Georgie.
Less than 1% of all international world repositories are of African populations. Let that sink in, less than 1%. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, dignitaries, and thank you to Rali and Makentse for your hospitality and the invitation. I met Rali and Makentse a little earlier this year when giving an address at the University of Pretoria. We got onto the topic of international genomic repositories and just how little was being done in our South African or in Africa compared to the billions being invested into other countries. The lack of data places black African populations at a significant disadvantage in terms of optimal treatment and screening strategies, both currently and for future opportunities. But let me rewind a little bit. What is a biobank and why is it important? A biobank is an organized repository that collects, processes, stores, and manages biological specimens and associated data for use in research, diagnostics, or clinical care. Genomic repositories are the digital or sort of virtual versions of these biobank informations comprising of DNA sequencing and their expression. The applications of these databases encompasses biomedical research, epidemiological studies, and translational research. and importantly, the development of precision medicine. Precision medicine or personalized medicine is the approach of tailoring medical treatment and prevention strategies to an individual's personal genetic, molecular, clinical, and environmental profile. And this is the future of medicine. And for this reason, many first world countries are investing heavily in establishing these biobanks and repositories. Now, you are all exceptional leaders and business people. So let me convey this in terms that may be a little bit more relatable. Some of the biggest business acquisitions are not really about the products being sold. It is about the data that the companies have. So data is gold. Data or information encompasses the understanding of patterns, preferences, and consumer moods, allowing you to build algorithms and target markets with precision, ensuring strategic market penetration and giving you the leading edge. And this is exactly what biobanks and repositories are to us researchers: data and information. And with next-gen sequencing, RNA sequencing, and automated processes combined with machine learning and artificial intelligence applications, we are now poised to invest in the future of Black African precision medicine. What has taken the first world decades to create, we in Africa, with the right funding, can implement technological advances to close this gap more rapidly. We have world-class scientists and institutions, and all we need is the desire and the passion to put Black African precision medicine at the same level as other countries with the different genetics. There's also a growing international awareness that the African genome contains the deepest genetic diversity, making it essential for global precision medicine, and whoever holds the key to information will hold valuable keys to the future of medicine. So what is the vision? Having a huge heart for the people of South Africa and Africa, Rali and Makentse suggested that we explore ways to facilitate this research, to begin addressing the disparities between the repositories and biobanks for the Black Africans, so that Black African medicine is not further marginalized. We should use our first-class facilities and our researchers, ensuring various research groups work together and not separately in silos without coordination, which is currently the case. We should consider the Institute of Black African Precision Medicine with the vision of translating research into practice, the development of a medical center catering for the delivery of cutting-edge research based on personalized medicine, and a cooperative approach to sharing data to realize this goal in the spirit of Ubuntu. It is a big vision, but that should not scare us. The Global Surgery Foundation, started with donor foundation by Rali and Makentse, also had a huge vision. And today, that organization is benefiting thousands of people every year. If we can harness our passion for Black African precision medicine, we can simultaneously make massive strides forward. A research clinical partnership backed by the people of South Africa and supported by our international partners will reap the healthcare benefits, shape continental healthcare policies, and lead the way forward to a more equitable and representative healthcare system. I look forward to working with Rali and Makentse on this to drive this initiative and making a difference to the people of South Africa, saving countless lives and continuing as an advocate for precision healthcare for all Black Africans. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I have a lot of friends who are here who are celebrities but I didn't want to abuse them today. So I said they might just come and network So I'm like this MC that I've never been once. But as the night progresses, and as people have drinks and people network, you may find that it's the first time I attend an event and I ask politicians if they want to say something, and they all say no. That means the Mampeule Foundation is really doing something great. Even the Rob Herzog didn't even want to speak. So thank you very much. But again, the night was not about speeches. The night was about us meeting the Qatarians and meeting the different business people that are here. And now we're going to give this moment to exactly that, where Busi can lead us into the next session, which is mainly us mingling, having something to drink, getting something to eat as well. And as and maybe more dignitaries are coming in, we will then introduce them. But I also want Swazi to come back after the first round of drinks and just introduce some of the executives here who are here. I know we've got some leaders from couple of DFIs, and I think it would be great for you to meet them so that as entrepreneurs in this country, you can be able to get funding, because as you get the funding, you are able to go back and give back and do foundations like what we did here, and be able to be empowered, all of us. So thank you very much. Let's enjoy the music. Let's enjoy something to nibble. Unless if there's any special thing to announce, but now it's just going to be more of networking, and we may come back here as we get more champagne and we want to introduce more people. And maybe David Kau may want to speak. I see we've got somebody from Trevor Noah as well. Yeah, so let's see how the night progresses. But thank you very much. Let's enjoy.